Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Divine Journey. So today we're going to be doing a speed build, and of course we are going to be working on the garden. Quite a bit of work on the garden. Kind of shaping some of this up. As you can tell, we've got some different layers and stuff that we're going to be working on. Also finishing out this, so we have the underbelly section, and then doing a lot of plant life. A lot of plant life that we have to work on. So, at least getting most of it. I will say, I mean, these little sections here are not done at the moment. These are going to have some stuff in them. And I still need to rip away this section. I'm going to do this and basically just bring the build around. So, it's going to be identical to these other sections, so I'm just going to build this part off camera. Because I feel like that would be okay. And then by next episode, we should have the structure part of this done. We still have a lot of exterior work, like right in here, where I've started working, but anyways, let's go ahead and get on into it.
I can only imagine how it is to be with you. From the first day I saw your face, I knew this love was true. But you've already taken nothing I can do, so I can only imagine how it is to be with you. I can only imagine us both loving through the night. I can only imagine us together side by side. I can only imagine we're dancing in the moonlight. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. I want to know if you will be my favorite song, my little melody. If we could be a symphony, then we would be a perfect harmony. We would be. I want to know if you will be my favorite song, my little melody. If we could be a symphony, then we would be a perfect harmony. I don't want to live this way. I really wish we never knew. Out of sight and out of mind, I don't want to be with you. But the next time I saw your face, nothing I can do. I just have to face the truth. All I want is to be with you. I can only imagine us both loving through the night. I can only imagine us together side by side. I can only imagine we're dancing in the moonlight. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. I want to know if you will be my favorite song, my little melody. If we could be a symphony, then we would be a perfect harmony. We would be. I want to know if you will be my favorite song, my little melody. If we could be a symphony, then we would be a perfect harmony. I want to know if you will be my favorite song, my little melody. If we could be a symphony, then we would be my favorite song, my little melody. I feel so lost, chasing what I don't know how to find. You got me so high, leaving me waiting all this time. You tell me that you need some space, some time to go and clear your head, and that you need to go and find your place. But you should be here with me instead. Now I'm so faded, hoping that you'll come back around. You got me waiting, waiting's got me feeling so down. I can't control my heart, and it's you that has it falling apart. I can't keep chasing, 'cause my feelings keep on spinning around. You got me faded. Why can't you see all the pain that you've left me, all the scars you've left behind? Why you go and setting yourself free? But I'm never gonna let you go, never gonna stop this, so I'm always gonna chase my heart, even when it gets too dark. And I never wanna see this break, even if it's a mistake. Always hoping that you're gonna come back and stay. But I'm starting to lose hope, 'cause you won't pick up your phone. And I'm trying, oh, I'm trying to save this on my own. And I'm feeling so alone, starting to set itself in stone, that you're never coming back, and you're happy on your own. I'm so faded, hoping that you'll come back around. You got me waiting, it's got me feeling so down. I can't control my heart, and it's you that has it falling apart. I can't keep chasing, 'cause my feelings keep on spinning around. You got me faded, hoping that you'll come back around. You got me waiting, 'cause my feelings keep on spinning around. You got me faded. Got me faded. I can see them when I close my eyes, the shadows creeping in. In the corners of my mind, I hear them whispering, just like a flicker to a flame. The voice is burning, burning. Feels like a twisted game that just keeps hurting, hurting. They're getting loud now, getting loud now. The voices. They're getting loud now, getting loud now. The voices. I hear the sound that you make. How can I be asleep if I'm awake? Tired of bleeding, I lost it all. I'm crying for help, won't you answer my call? Moment of silence. I can hear them all the time, saying things I can't forget. I feel constantly confined, so full of regret. Nothing will be the same. The voice is haunted, haunted. Feels like I'm going insane. Help is all I'm wanting, wanting. They're getting loud now, getting loud now. The voices. They're getting loud now, getting loud now. The voices. I hear the sound that you make. How can I be asleep if I'm awake? Remember when love was all that mattered? I do. Remember how I used to make you love until it hurt. Now those memories feel like thorns on a bush, a rose I can no longer touch. It's just another scar placed on my heart, a sign that we are made to be apart. And even though you might not be the one, I'm gonna miss you, baby. We fought so hard, we dragged us down, and basically watched how we had drowned. And even though I know you're not the one, I'm gonna miss you. Broken, but I know I get over you. I'll try to focus on what's in front of me and not behind. What is life without the one you love the most? Who I am without you. You're just another scar placed on my heart, a sign that we are made to be apart. And even though you might not be the one, I'm gonna miss you daily. We fought so hard, we tried It's not too late, we can be saved. I'm feeling more alive and I see hope on the horizon. It's not too late, we can be saved. I'm feeling more alive and I see hope on the horizon. Feel it, feel it, everyone will always win with love. It just might take some more work, but together we'll try. Somehow we'll reunite and see the beauty in this world. It's not too late, we can be saved. I'm feeling more alive and I see hope on the horizon. It's not too late, we can be saved. I'm feeling more alive and I see hope on the horizon. Feel it, feel
Ask you what you're thinking about. Ask you what you're dreaming about. Say your life is full of doubts. You don't know what you're talking about. You tell me what's on your mind, but how can you be so blind? I am the one who's hurting, but I'm just a burden. In the chaos I see the bliss. In the mayhem I see the abyss. Just when you needed them the most, they're just ghosts. In the chaos I see the bliss. In the mayhem I see the abyss. Just when you needed them the most, they're just ghosts. They're just ghosts. I obey all your desires, but you let me burn in the fire. Spent my days trying to impress, fill up your emptiness. I don't know what else to say. I can feel you pull away. You don't understand where I come from, 'cause you're just in the chaos I see the bliss. In the mayhem I see the abyss. Just when you needed them the most, they're just ghosts. In the chaos I see the bliss. In the mayhem I see the abyss. Just when you needed them the most, like the first time. Don't let nobody tell you that you're not beautiful. You give so much to the world but get nothing back at all. She wants new beginnings, always made hopeless wishes. She don't know what she wants. She don't know what she wants. It's more than love for an evening, could be more than a weekend. I won't mind wasting this time, long as I can call you mine. But you were magic the moment that I met you, and you're so beautiful that there is nothing like you. And I would see you in my dreams when I'd rather be together, baby. All I need in this life is your company. Falling in love and it feels like the first time. Falling in love and it feels like the first time. I don't know where to go, but I want you to be mine. 'Cause I'm falling in love and it feels like the first time. Feels like the first time. You were magic. You were magic. You were magic.
Our altar power has jumped from, I can't remember what it was before, like 300 or something, to 12,768. So you'll notice I did upgrade from the skull to the player head. Just a cleaver and an autonomous activator, and first kill, pew, there you go. Easy enough. And then I did move our dragon egg over to here, just because that one actually doesn't have any impact on it. It's the infinity egg, which we'll add to the altar later on. So I just went ahead and moved that to get it out of the way for now, since we aren't going to have that there long term. So, I feel like it's come along. By the way, this dirt down here, this is because dirt, I think it's like up to 100, it can impact it. So we are going to have like a dirt platform that this is setting on. Of course, I'm probably just going to build it as a shell and not actually fill it all in. But also underground here, there will eventually be like a little demon area where we have our demons for demon summoning. Just a heads up on that, but that'll be a little bit later into the pack. Also, I am going to add a few more vines. I'll probably do it off camera. Like, I'm thinking, like, maybe have some vines, like, right in here, a little bit on the inside, hanging down, and that would hit right there. Maybe do, like, one more. So eventually this is going to have a lot of vines hanging off of the ancient stone. So we've got to let all this grow. I mean, this is going to kind of make like a vine screen in front of this little area. So especially on this intersection, the outer ring, like the outer side of the ring, it might have some, but not as many. But my thinking here, you'll notice this area like here, right here, is like primarily wheat, because I'm thinking if you look at the way plants naturally grow, like for example, not too long ago I was looking at those cattails, right? And I was looking at cattails, and you'll have like really dense areas of cattails, and then there'll be like a little bit of plants scattered throughout, but it's primarily going to be cattails in that example. So I tried to kind of keep that so it's primarily carrots, primarily wheat, primarily snowbell, but then we have a couple other seeds that have kind of scattered and been tossed into the mix here. So it does kind of, there's a little bit of a break in just the straight uniformness of it. So, but I went through and I tried to do, now not everything that can permit bonuses is in here. I haven't done any mycelium, and I really don't plan on doing any mycelium. Also, I didn't do pumpkin plants, melon plants. I didn't do a whole lot of cocoa beans. Later on, there are things that will eventually get added, like wispy cotton will get added that can give us bonuses, a few little things like that. But I mean, for the most part, I'm pretty happy with it. Like I said, I'm not going to be min-maxing this altar at all. But it's already almost 13,000, and then we still haven't added the candelabra, the filled chalice, the infinity egg, which will be a little bit later in, demon hearts, off to the side. We haven't added the pinnacle. It's going to be more than enough altar power for our needs. There's not a whole lot of reason, I don't think, even within this pack, of really going just all out min-max with the altar. And as long as it looks nice and you're happy with it, that's the best way to go, in my opinion. So, actually, I don't even know that we have enough water around here. Like, water would probably still give benefits, because this water on the very edge out here shouldn't be within range of the altar, I don't think. But I think it looks a lot better. It's very, very lush, like I said. I mean, that's what I was going for. It's just overgrown, dense greenery. And then once all these vines come in, it's really kind of a waiting game, and then I'm going to add vines and stuff like that. I'll do that off camera just to get the, just the right look that I want. And then over on these little sections, we'll spruce these up with statues and decorative type stuff. A mix of, we'll probably do some statues from Statue Mod, and then we also have like the statue of the goddess and statue of the hobgoblin patron, and different things here. Occluded summons and broken curses. If I recall, these are fairly small, so, but we'll kind of add those in and decorate it and whatnot. So this is just the start of it, per se. So I think it's come along, and then these little platforms here, we're going to use these for things like distilleries and spinning wheels, and actually the statues of, we'll have some statues up on these too. So I don't know, we might do like the witchery statues down here, or we might do them up there. I haven't really decided yet. My main focus right now was getting the greenery aspect, the altar boosted, and all that good stuff, so that we can actually move forward with witchery, because now we have the altar power to do things, like make Mutandis Extremis. We've got the altar power for that. We'll have to get the cauldron set up over here, but that's not a biggie. That won't be any problem. I will say that we're going to have a manual cauldron, like kind of out here, and then we'll probably, the automated stuff, we'll probably tuck that away, because it's, I don't want a bunch of conduits and pipes running through here and making it look jumbled and making it look ugly. So that stuff will probably be tucked underneath the floor. Okay, so the main stuff we're going to have underground is going to be like a demon room, which will have access to that. Then we'll also have an little automation room for things, so that they're kind of tucked out of the way. Also, the idea that I mentioned in the last episode about having the pathway that kind of comes up and goes into the tree from up here, I actually changed my mind about that. And that's because I don't really want to have the tree broken open more than just the altar, really. So, because I mean, I could add a balcony and an open area up here and platforms, but I feel like it would be a bit overkill. I actually quite like just having the tree base right there. You walk in, and there's the altar, and that's the only thing within the tree. Anyways, I will say we'll add a little bit more stuff to it as time goes on. And I might do a little bit of those like between lands, the big lily pad things, little overhang ferns. I might do some of those off to here. Lily pads, I'm probably going to put a few scattered through here, not too dense. As far as densely, I mainly wanted them up here. Now, technically, I mean, you could do lily pads all across here, and then you could walk across the water and all that, but it doesn't really look right, I don't think. So I will add a few more, just kind of scattered around through here, but I think that's the main thing that comes to mind, that and doing vines off camera. So, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay up to date with when new videos come out. Like I said, I think by next episode, this should all be gone, and the build should just kind of come around. Like I said, I'm going to do that off camera, and I'll work on the vines and all that stuff. So, oh, another thing that I am considering doing, which I probably will end up doing once we kind of get the build all together, is I'm planning on maybe underground here, caging a Eldritch Guardian and sticking him down there so that this area is all fogged out all the time. Because when the Eldritch Guardian hit during the speed build, I actually quite liked the way the fog kind of rolled in. And it kind of gave it that mysterious vibe to it, you know, and I quite liked it. So I do think a little bit later on I'll probably stick one of those down there, and we'll have just kind of like fog in the witchery area like 24/7, because I think it would kind of add to it, and it would make it look pretty cool, I think, with all the vines hanging down, all the greenery and all that stuff. I think it'll look cool. So anyways, I hope to see you guys next time. Until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys then.